Yo, what's going on, guys? Han here for a video today, and I've decided to make this video as like an informative video for new players or players that are getting onto the game right now, just waiting for their game to download. And it's basically, if you read from the title, it's Rainbow Six Siege theme park, all the camera positions, the default camera positions. So there's no like Valkyrie or anything, it's just the default positions, and this video will basically help you know where the camera positions are. So when you get into the game or the map, when you get it in casual or ranked, you'll be able to just pop the camera straight away, and obviously you won't be able to get marked. But if you're a defender, then obviously you'll know the positions which the cameras are in if you haven't already pressed down on the D-pad or on the PC, wherever it is, I'm not too sure. But yeah, so anyway, let's just get straight into the video. So the first camera we're going to have a look at is in the gallery, and this basically overlooks like a whole storage area where you'll find paintings and old clocks and like cupboards and stuff. But in this room you'll have 3 doors, and this camera will be able to look at the 3 doors as well as one of the breachable walls on the right, but you can't actually look into it, you can just see like the outline. The main focus that you'll be able to see is one of the haunted stairs doors and one of the haunted entrances doors. So if players are rushing in really quick, you'll be able to see them on the camera and obviously come off it and then shoot someone, or you'll be able to communicate to your team. So there's the first camera. The next camera location is on the rail corridor, and this is literally located on the edge at the top by the stairs, and you'll be able to look on to the haunted stairs, the right side of the haunted stairs, but unfortunately you can't see the left that well, but you can see the very top. So if someone does run up that, then you'll be able to see them, as well as you can see part of the balcony with this camera. And you can see the outline of 3 doors, 2 on the right and 1 on the far left at the end next to the door that's wide open, which leads onto the rail platform. But the 2 on the right leads onto the cash stash, and the other one is the office. And in the office you got the A-bomb, you got the hostage, and you got secure. And on the left side of that, which is opposite, you got the other bomb site, which is in the initiation room. Meanwhile, this is probably one of the best cameras out of a lot of the default cameras, so if you are wanting to destroy one camera, I suggest it be this one if you are using Twitch in the preparation phase. So camera location 3 is similar to a black eye, because this is where you would put black eyes normally, like on the edge of a corner of a wall where you can look at 2 different places. So at this point, for this camera location 3, you can see the joint corridor on the far right and the joint corridor on the far left, going onto the arcade stairs and the arcade entrance. But within this camera you can see loads of reinforcement walls which need to be done, which is for one of the bomb sites, for bomb site A, the hostage, and secure, which is quite a lot of yeah. But you can see onto arcade stairs, which is quite good, because if someone's coming down that, then obviously you'll be able to go, oi, someone's coming down the stairs, rush over, pop them in the head, and they're sorted. And you can see a little amount of the joint corridor on the far right, but that's all you can see, which is leading into the door of the drug lab, which is where all the objectives are, which I called out a couple of seconds ago. Camera location 4 is a dirty camera. It's located on the 2nd floor, and you can basically see all the lobby, kind of like the arcade entrance where all the like arcade machines are on the 1st floor. Then obviously at the top you can see the balcony looking over to the upper arcade, and you're looking on to the objective site for one of the objectives, which are daycare, and it has secure and one of the bomb sites in. And then like on the right of that you have another objective site which has bomb site B and hostage. But apart from that, this camera is like one of the most open, so you've got loads of like stuff to look at, but it's probably one of the ones that will be destroyed first. So this camera is kind of similar to the camera on Chalet, where there's a balcony with like 6 windows, you got the stairs on the right, and you got like windows underneath and a door. But it's similar to that camera here, you got so much space, but people know where that camera is, so most people are gonna find this camera as like one of the first cameras to find when they enter the like theme park. But apart from this camera, obviously they're gonna destroy the outside cameras, but this is gonna be the one that they find when they enter the building. So camera position 5 is located on the rail platforms, like at the very top of it, and you can overlook onto the right side of the rail platform. Fortunately, you can't see on the left platform, which is upsetting. I would have thought they would have raised it higher so you can see both, but maybe that's where the black eye comes in. You can throw one above and see both sides of the rail platform, and you can partly see into one of the rail carriages, which is the one closest to the camera. But apart from that, you can't really see great amount of deal with this camera. It's just basically just telling people, oh, there's a guy roaming. With this camera, you basically just going to be giving feedback to the defenders, saying, oh, that window's open, oh, there's someone in the carriage, oh, there's someone coming through this window, and so on. So camera position 6 is the first outside camera I'm going to be talking about, and this is located by the B spawn, which is teacups outside. And if you're attacked, you can immediately destroy this camera. If you just walk a tiny bit, then obviously shoot it. But if you spawn at the B side teacups, you can also destroy the camera position 8, which I'll talk about in the later point within the video. But when you are using this camera as a defender, you want to go on this immediately and just scan the opponents so that you know what operators there are. You could be like, oh yeah, they've got a Ash, they've got a Twitch, and so on. But apart from this camera, you can see the back alley and you can see the rail ramp leading up to the rail overlook. But you can basically see most of the guest info and the sweet shop section, but that camera is pretty much going to be destroyed immediately when you get into the game. So there's nothing really to say about this camera, or most of the outside cameras. It's just to get destroyed, I guess. So camera position 7 is located in the service entrance, and this is by the back alley too. So unfortunate for camera 6, you can't actually see camera position 7, but you can see some of the right side of the back alley, which camera position 6 can't see, and you'll be able to see the left side of the camera position 7, which you'll be able to see within the video. But apart from that, the attackers will destroy this camera immediately. That's if they go the right side of it, but if not, none of them spawn there, then they'll have to go on top of the theme park map in order to destroy the camera, because it's pretty snuck in. It took me a while as an attacker to find it, because I spawned as an attacker first. I don't know why. Should have just gone as a defender, but I couldn't find it at first. I was searching like, okay, where's this camera, and then eventually I found it. And finally, the last camera. The last camera. Thank God. I bet you're just thanking me, because but no. But anyway, this camera is located basically 2 meters out of the main entrance, which is main entrance A for the attackers. And when you spawn here as an attacker, you can just walk down the stairs and pop the camera. You don't even have to walk down, you can just lie down, crouch, do whatever you want. But this camera basically looks at the front of the theme park. It's a shame the camera doesn't have color, because if it did have colour, then obviously the map would look colourful, and you could have it as one of the thumbnails, as like an intro or something, because it looks pretty unique, this camera does. And you can see the abandoned Ferris wheel on the far right, and yeah, that's pretty much it for this camera position, because this camera is going to get destroyed immediately. And with this camera, you can also see camera position 6, I believe. I think you can see camera position 6, but yeah, that's all the cameras on the map theme park. So that's going to be it for the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and it gave you loads of information about the cameras on theme park, because it sure did for me. I didn't know about any of them, but now I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty confident I know where all of them are. So if you enjoyed the video, remember to hit the like button below. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you found this video informative, remember to hit the share button. I'll see you next time.